Whoa!
Hold on.
What? Hail Satan!
I'm against it.
God,
I don't like it.
Oh no.
Oh, it's a baby.
What? No. You.
This episode of The Modern Rogue brought to you by Squarespace. Head on over to squarespace.com/rogue for your free trial.
All right, we're back with Echo Roger Speedcuber, and last time we unlocked the secrets of the Rubik's Cube.
By which you mean we barely solved a simple Rubik's Cube.
It was hard.
But now we've got, how many, what, 11?
11.
11 advanced Rubik's Cube's devices. Walk us through these.
All right, so first we have this. This is the GAN.
It's a Rubik's Cube.
It is. It looks like a Rubik's Cube, but it does something a little crazy. It connects to your phone and is completely tracked every move you make, and with this help of this robot, it can scramble the cube to a random one of the 43 quintillion possible combinations, and it can track your solve down to the millisecond.
This is what ruined Las Vegas. Auto shufflers. Hold on, now all of a sudden I want to do it. I want to arrange the cross. I want to figure out where's the white-green thingy.
Oh, cool. I had to go answer some emails anyway.
No,
so,
okay, forget it. Robot, solve this.
You want to see the robot solve it? All right.
Yes.
It has full tracking through the core of the Rubik's Cube and through the robot, and solving it is just as easy as hitting a button, waiting about 6 seconds, and it's done.
Man, why did we do that last episode when we could have just put it in a little thing all around?
Real question, are humans still top of the pyramid when it comes to solving Rubik's Cubes?
Ooh.
So, in single solve time world record, yes, the current world record holder is Yu Shengdu, and it's just a bit over like 3 seconds.
What?
What? Sorry, what?
Yep.
Okay. Now, how do they legitimately shuffle Rubik's Cubes?
So, they have a bunch of different algorithms and notation, and at competitions, they will mix every cube for the round with the same algorithm.
So different answers, but the same process to get there.
Correct. And it's basically just whoever solves it the fastest. There are 43 quintillion possible combinations.
So
which
what is that, 7?
A little more.
What is the purpose of this guy?
So you can race people online through the app.
So speed runs so that you're playing the same game, but is there smack talk like, I suppose anytime anything is randomly shuffled, there's a non-zero chance that you just get lucky with a really easy solve?
There is. My current record on here for fastest solve was like 13 seconds, which is way better than I ever do.
How do I make you do it right now? Jason, cast shuffle.
I don't have the right components. That's vocal. Oh, there it is. There it is.
He's gonna do it.
I thought he was about to have a really easy solve.
Just 2 moves. All right, so it's mixed up, and it gives me 15 seconds to inspect it. Okay,
That's so wild.
So it's 21 seconds.
And it just automatically says, you
Yeah, it's
finished
like
it.
you're done. So with the timers and stuff, you have to toss it down and put your hands on it. This
Right.
one, as soon as it's solved, it's like, yeah, you did it. And it breaks down your solve and everything for the steps and how long each one of them took too.
How popular are these?
There's always more people online on the app racing than I think there should be.
I assume there's leaderboards and okay.
Yeah, if I go to, there's leaderboards,
Oh, wow.
a bunch of names
So
I can't
fully
read.
expected him to say, "Oh, it's me."
No, God, no.
So for those of you who can't get out of the house and go to the Rubicon,
I don't think they've named one that, and they really need to.
it's really stupid if
It's
they
really
haven't.
good.
Okay, so this one, I assume we're just replacing colors for shapes and textures, right?
That's what a lot of these are, but they're of varying more and more difficulty of doing that. So this at the heart is just a 3x3 Rubik's Cube, your standard puzzle.
Right.
But once you start to mix it, you find that this isn't the apple you want to put on your teacher's desk unless you really want to fail.
I would imagine that this would be perfect for, believe it or not, we have a lot of non-sighted fans who watch and listen to our show, and I would imagine that you would be able to kind of create a mental map of the texture of this belongs down here, this goes over here, and it's all the same moves, right?
Yes, there's a few pieces on here that are identical to each other, so it'd be a little more confusing. I do have at home, and I really should have brought it, a Rubik's Cube that instead of colors, it has Braille on the sides.
Oh, wow.
Got it.
I use that for solving with a blindfold on, but it is actually for seeing impaired people.
So how much harder is this for you to solve, given that you don't have the cues of the, you're gonna have it done before I finish asking the question. It's gonna be done in like no time. Yeah, all right.
It's not that much harder. The only thing that's really different is that the centers can be rotated a different way.
Got it. So
Whereas on a
it's tough to
regular
know
Rubik's
whether or
Cube,
not
they
they're
can't.
horizontal or vertical
Yes.
orientation, yeah.
So is this the next level up for people who have already mastered the traditional cubes?
I wouldn't say this one typically is, but they definitely can. This is something that like, I've got a whole bunch of different fruit-shaped ones at home that are just in a glass bowl. And when people come over, like, ooh, snacks, and they're really disappointed. And then this last bit, these corners are always tricky because like they have raised edges when they're not in the right place. Like, you can,
Yep.
so you got to get them all right in the right place with the edges. And it's,
Because like to me, that looks fine.
Yeah.
but if you're feeling on it, like you do with every other apple, you know, for raised edges.
I do. I just caress them all over.
Yeah.
So I'm just rotating the edges and that should be good.
Wow. Okay, right on.
Wow.
So I'd imagine there are these for basically every spherical object you can imagine, like a baseball, and
There
and
are.
on and on and on.
There are.
Yeah.
What?
Garfield.
Some sort of alarm clock? They're great.
Well, okay, so the things I notice are that there appears to be, this seems really easy, which of course means I'm gonna mess it up and it's gonna be bad.
How many quintillion does this one have?
At least 3.
Now I wanna try the moves that we learned, like up, right, down. Nope.
This is the whole video.
Yeah.
They're all hard.
It's
Impossible, nobody can solve it.
I can't.
I thought you were just going, I can.
So,
I was like,
I'm not wrong though, this is just a 2x2
Yeah.
Rubik's, right?
yeah, this is a 2x2 Rubik's. This is one of my favorite ones because Cube Cat is like what I brand myself as, a Cube Cat.
Yep.
Here's what I see whenever you're working on any of these. I nearly broke
Do I
your
really
toy.
throw it around that much?
No, sorry.
That was real drama I experienced.
Got a little loose there.
When we learn those algorithmic moves, I assume it's just a different set of vocabulary that you learn for a 2x2 versus
Yeah.
a 4x4.
So when you break it down, a 2x2 is really just the corners of a 3x3. 'Cause
Okay,
it's
got
just
it.
the
So you're
corner
only
pieces.
doing corner moves because everything's a corner. There is no
Yeah.
cross in the middle.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then every 2x2, obviously when you're done, it's a tiger.
Oh,
Hold on.
okay, so this is not symmetrical. You have different shapes,
Well,
but the same color.
So okay, technically it's just as complex, but there are moves you can't make, right? Because once they're missed, I didn't like that at
I
all.
always love the first turns on this one.
That's not, I don't like that at all. Okay, and then, sure.
Now you want to talk about a Tesseract cube. This is just the board cube.
Well, you know what? It's a broken heart is what it is. That's what I feel like inside.
This is. Oh, there's no finishing this one.
How do you even read that? Oh,
So-
no. If we could take what we learned
Oh, yeah, because the circles.
are the
center.
centers.
Yes.
Each circle
Yeah.
owns that center. And we also know that there's a thin side and a thick side. So you can arbitrarily decide that this will be thin side left, this will be thin side left. Ta-da.
Yes. So you solve it by thickness. That's exactly how you do it. You solve it by thickness.
So this one is different in that in the original Rubik's Cube, the center square defined who owned each side, but that's not the case on this one. You can arbitrarily prescribe it.
No, the centers still don't move. It's the height of the center that dictates the height of the pieces. This one's actually really good for blind people or seeing impaired. This is actually the first puzzle I learned how to do behind my back fully, and I took full advantage of that at a tattoo convention when my mom wanted a tattoo from someone. I was like, hey, half off if I can solve this behind my back. And they said yes. And then she got a tattoo.
Okay, first of all, if anybody says half off if I can, the answer is
They can.
nice try, guy. Okay, so I was totally wrong about arbitrarily ascribing these.
So this one, they basically took a Rubik's Cube and they extended on one side and then cut the same amount on the other. So it's still a cube, but it's
All the same
all the
moves.
same moves. Similar.
Now, you said the word similar when you set that down, and yet I find it highly dissimilar.
Yeah.
Similar in that it's all one color.
Well, actually,
And it's also just a 3x3.
you're right, because it's got, okay, it's a 3x3, but trisected at an angle.
That's how you solve it. I've been waiting all day for it.
It's gonna move slowly, grab things carefully. This is a mind bender, yeah, because it is 3x3, right?
Yes.
And there are layers. You got your 3 layers, right?
Am I right in that everything is aligned through the corners?
Everything's still aligned through the centers.
Through the centers, but at a 45-degree angle?
Yeah, so they basically took and they angled a bunch of pieces, cut them down, made it a cube again, angled a bunch of pieces, cut them down, made a cube again.
I feel
until
like if
no
I solve
two
one
pieces
of
were
these, the
same.
Cenobites show up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No more tears.
He's
for the
almost solved
waste
it.
Of good suffering. I wasn't trying to solve it, which is funny. I was just trying to make it crazy messed up.
You were so close.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, so you have one pole going from here to here, 1, 2, 3, and the other one is what? I guess no.
So,
Like I can't.
yeah, to start turning this one, you actually have to misalign the cube. So now it's like that, and then the same.
I'm again it.
Yeah, and it just becomes a huge garbled mess.
I ain't for it.
This is called a ghost cube. It is the hardest shape modification of a regular 3x3 that you can possibly have.
But it's still the same basic set of moves.
Yes.
I'm against it. I don't like it.
Me too. I hate this one.
Away with it.
All right. This one's different.
Hail Satan!
Satan cube.
Hail Satan!
Oh my word. Okay.
Careful.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, started with the red side, really? Wow.
I don't even know how to shuffle this thing. Oh, wait, I see. Okay, you get all of the stars aligned. What is this beast?
It is the beast.
When the stars align.
Okay, then you could finally shuffle.
Now you're cursed. So,
I mean, I don't have to solve it. Boy, it turns out that the hard part is figuring out how to shuffle it.
If you-
I got that far.
If you
See
don't-
if you can shuffle it, sir.
I'm afraid I'll release some locusts or something.
gonna end up-
I can't even break it.
You can't even break it.
How does one train for this? And
So-
now we're in truly
Yes.
here there be monsters. Like,
So with this one, I actually asked for this one from Speedcube Shop under the qualification of, hey, I want to try and solve that without any help.
and how did it go?
It took about an hour and a half on stream.
And eventually he got your signature in blood on a contract for eternity.
Saying
have to
I'll
go-
never try and solve it again.
You have to go bury a regular Rubik's Cube at a crossroad at midnight.
How do you transpose the corners?
So you just have to line everything up, and then once they're all lined up, the corners can still
Okay,
move like
I
that.
assume if you speak human Rubik's Cube, this is a delight. But to me, it's just a Rubik's Cube,
but worse.
but making me angry.
Yeah. It's
mean, it
not that
should.
solving this summons the devil, but the person who made this is the devil.
So you're still thinking in terms of layers of a cake, right?
No, actually, I'm thinking more like a sliding puzzle.
I'm pretty sure I'm right.
You know,
No.
Yeah, I think so.
No,
I
I'm
see
just
some
wrong.
definite cake technique
So-
going on.
How do you learn to solve this?
So I'm thinking of this one like one of those 15 puzzles where it's got the 15 numbers and it's kind of sliding around,
Yeah.
but
Oh.
three-dimensional. So they're sliding, but they can also rotate.
Clear as mud.
Yeah.
Clear as mud.
Okay, how long did it take you to become proficient?
At this,
Yeah.
I hardly consider myself proficient. There are some, like the last stream I used this on, I mixed it. I sat there for 30 minutes trying to solve it, and I said, y'all want to see something actually entertaining? Instead of me like struggling, and chat was very much, yeah.
I feel like we've bonded in this moment. Welcome to the modern rogue.
About time. Finally.
Oh no.
Oh,
No,
oh my goodness.
no.
Okay, question.
Answer.
Oh, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 7, right?
Correct.
Okay.
How many quintillion?
So with this one, there are more. If every atom in the universe had a universe full of atoms inside of it, and each one of those was a combination, there'd still be more.
Okay.
That's a lot.
To solve it, though, here's my question, because if I stretch my brain just far enough, I can picture this 3x3 matrix pretty much being a tiny Rubik's Cube on each side. Do you begin at the center and work your way out, or or am I totally wrong?
You're right. We'll go ahead and give it a.
Finally! Finally! Yes! Okay, so if I was to guess, let's say we're playing by the same rules. This side belongs to white.
Yes.
So you would solve this first and you would eventually get 3x3 on here. My question is, do you get 3x3 on the other sides, or do you keep working your way out?
So I'm gonna do a quick solve and walk y'all through it. So I'm building the white center out, one little row at a time.
Right.
Oh, I see it happening. I just don't understand how.
Is it the same algorithms? The right, down, right?
So for this, there aren't really algorithms for it as much as it's just intuitive.
It's like you taught me Newtonian physics, and then you just sort of casually mentioned, but at the subatomic level,
None of it makes
all
sense.
bets are off.
We're quantum cubing now.
Right?
So now I'm working on the yellow, so I have both poles solved
Oh, yeah.
center-wise.
So your goal.
So this is a version of kind of the cross.
Yes.
By getting the collection in the center and then working your way around from there.
Yes.
And so you try to get both poles first. You get your white and then your opposite, and then just work out from that.
Extraordinary.
Now I'm working on these 4 centers around here because the poles are solved.
And is it pretty arbitrary what side you're going with for the other ones?
I'm just doing whichever one I generally
Whichever
feel
one
like.
kind of looks like it's already halfway done.
Yeah. I saw a big block of orange and I was like, oh, I'll do orange.
So I have to assume there are competitions for this one.
Yes. The world record for this is somewhere around like 4 minutes or
Oh,
less.
wow. Okay.
We're about to break a world record.
Yeah.
I think we're already there. Through editing, we can break it. So what I'm doing now is I'm building the edges around it.
And I assume you're waiting for the very last to be the outside corners?
Well, I mean, technically, yes, you're right.
I'll allow it.
You are right. So I'm building the edges one by one so I can basically make this a 3x3. So once all the edges are done and the centers are done, it's just a weirdly proportioned 3x3.
Can't you just make the robot do it?
I wish.
Okay, so back to layer cake. Do we have like the whole bottom done, or are we getting close?
So basically I've got the cross done on the bottom solved, and now I'm just solving the other ones, and I'll put them where they go as they get solved. But I need this kind of open to solve the rest on the top, since I'm putting them in here to solve them.
Yeah.
I'm done. There we go.
So how many lifetimes, Jason, together do you think we would spend trying to solve this exact same puzzle?
Oh, I was just imagining this man in the iron mask kind of thing where we're in a tower and they're like, you can leave when you solve this bag full of things. And it's like, well, can we order favor forever?
The only thing harder would be if they say, you can leave as soon as you demonstrate all the skills you've learned on your YouTube channel. Oh, it's happening.
So now we've got it where it's just essentially a 3x3.
Yeah, I did it.
Editing!
No. I felt dirty even making the joke. It was awful.
I did it.
No. That is a beast. So 7x7, I mean, that's the most numbers there are, right?
Yeah, that's as big as a Rubik's Cube gets, actually.
Yep. Okay, so what is going on here? Whoa, dear. I've already ruined it.
You done goofed.
You did!
So this is called the evil eye, because it looks like a bunch of eyes.
Yeah.
And it is technically a 5x5.
No. Okay. All right. But everything twisties, right? So, no. I don't know how to shuffle this. Would you like to try to shuffle this?
No, I've solved this once on stream, and it took
All right, stop.
a while.
Stop shuffling.
All right. Oh no. All right. Yep.
like even
Jason, stop! Stop!
He's like, dear God.
You've gone too far!
What set of rules are you working with right now?
Basically make it up as I go.
Really?
I know it's a 5x5 in that like this would be the center of a 5x5 because the same way a 7x7 had 5x5 in the center.
Right.
This one's the 3x3. The corners don't exist on this one, so you'd think, oh, it'd be just the centers of a 5x5.
Right.
But because there's not like full centers other than these, any side
they're
can
not
be
interchangeable.
You don't get to use a center as a reference on this.
So what?
wow.
Now I assume there's a reason for the stickers or the decals with the colors in there.
There's another version that doesn't have them, and I can't figure out the actual difference between them. I think it's just purely aesthetic because they can like move. They don't stay where they have to.
Would you not use these as an anchor to make sure that, like, for example, what do we got here?
You're talking
This
about the center
belongs to
circle.
red.
Yeah.
You could.
I mean, it seems like that was a
But-
technique that you gave us when you first started telling us the basics of solving a Rubik's Cube.
But
Ergo!
So here you go. Like the red, that would then be purple because it's purple.
Got
But that would mean
So that means that
Yeah.
red purple one is in the right
and that makes
spot.
sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But there's also a red orange one, but that's not orange. But that piece goes there.
So you would
So-
want a red blue, which is right over here. So you'd probably want to twist this around or something. I don't know.
So-
I'm trying to help.
You're doing great, man.
You're doing fantastic. You might be right. But okay, so here's where that lies. I can see because the red is on this layer, but it's over here, that red blue can't go here.
Cool. What else you got?
If I may.
You may.
If I'm understanding, there's a trade-off of increasingly challenging puzzles, and as it gets more obscure, probably the community of competitors gets smaller.
Oh yeah, none of the puzzles other than like the 7x7 and the robot that I've showed today have a competition.
Everything else is just good luck, kid.
Yeah, it's just if you're really into puzzles, buy it. Or
So-
if you hate someone, buy it for them.
Evil Eye made by an evil guy.
I don't know what company made it, but yes.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, this seems like almost identical to the Evil Eye, only it was like a first attempt from the evil guy. So, okay, what are the rules on a 5x? Wait, 5?
This one's not a 5x5.
What is it?
So this is a Mega Minx puzzle. It's a 3x3 in that you have the centers, the corners, and the edges. But not only does every side have an extra corner and edge, there are 12 sides instead of 6.
So you would follow the exact same procedure, starting with, I guess, with white first, and then work through the layer cake. But after you get this one, you have to do this layer cake, this layer cake, and this layer cake?
Yeah, so basically with like a top and a bottom, you're gonna start at the very bottom layer and then build up.
Oh.
Just like that. You have to make that noise. You have to go.
Yep. That probably helps.
I'm gonna give you the most challenging puzzle in the world.
He will, too. Watch him. Watch him. Oh.
I'm worried.
I know. Wait, is he? Are you going to do the... He is.
Solve that.
I get 15 seconds for inspection, right?
Yep.
Yeah, totally.
Start the, there you go.
Go.
Okay. Oh, it didn't even start the timer.
So fast the computer couldn't handle it. That's how good he is. Take that.
No. You.
What is going on?
No.
Not
You
even.
made that. You went to...
So first of all, this is
Michaels.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 11 on the side. This is a D20, right?
D12. But yeah.
See, happens all the time.
I give you the honor, sir.
Can I mix this up?
Yes.
It's
You
so
can.
heavy.
Yes.
Oh my God, I feel
I mean, maybe together?
like it. Oh,
Our
yeah,
combined
that's good.
powers?
That's good.
Close your eyes.
Okay. If you'll actually want to scramble this, don't feel bad.
We won't.
I will solve it.
I believe
No, you
Not
won't.
today.
Not today.
Actually, we're gonna send you home with a challenge. Hold on. Actually, we should send him home with a challenge.
Oh, yeah.
So will you promise to log all of the minutes that it takes you to solve this?
I will. I've done that once. It was on stream and it was just over 11 hours.
Hey,
Give it the Poughkeepsie twist.
Is it legal to like actually let people gamble on how much time it takes?
Oh, that's
Do you
a
have
good
a
point.
sponsorship with like DraftKings or something?
No.
Do you want one?
No.
Oh, no. You know, I might.
I hope I didn't break it.
I hope you didn't break it.
I hope I didn't break it.
Oh, did it lock up? Okay. If it did, I can fix
I'll
it.
never tell. Just gonna
I'm
wedge it back
not.
in there.
I don't. Maybe you should give it back to him. Yeah.
Okay. Oh. What'd you
What?
do?
Nothing. What? No, it's fine. He didn't. Those are made at a monastery.
So if people
In
want to follow
Nepal.
more of your stuff, where should they go?
I'm on Reddit. I stream there pretty consistently. It's user card dragon /u/ and then capital C card, capital D dragon.
Yep.
Or any of my other socials. And you can buy yourself one of these if you just really want to blow $400 at Speedcube Shop.
$400, Brian.
I mean, it's a value on a per minute basis. It's like half a cent for every minute.
There's the piece.
Oh.
Brian, what'd you do? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Run. 8 hours, 26 minutes. Done.
Oh, I hear you out there. I know what you're saying. You're saying, Brian, what are you gonna tell me about Squarespace this time that I don't already know? You gonna tell me about member areas? I already know about them. You gonna tell me about their email integrations? Haha, knew that one too. Same thing for e-commerce, for analytics, you name it. But what you don't know is that Squarespace is so flexible, we've been able to use it for our biggest treasure hunt in modern Rogue history. Our #1 selling puzzle box is called the Kraken, and once you open it, you start a journey around the world. And to find out each month whether you got the clue right, we use Squarespace. We're able to do tricky things like embed hints right there in the HTML code. The pages are super easy to compose and they look amazing. I'm telling you guys, Squarespace makes it easy. But don't take my word for it. Head on over to squarespace.com/rogue, spell it right, ROGUE, give it a free trial. And when you fall in love, keep us in business. Get 10% off by using promo code ROGUE at checkout. That's ROGUE. And go catch the Kraken. Unrelease the Kraken. I think I'm describing cage the Kraken. I mean, kidnap the Kraken. None of these sound good. They sound gross when I say them out loud.
Modern Rogue is supported in part by viewers like you at patreon.com/modernrogue. In the description, you can find all of our credits and additional ways to support the show.
All right, we're back with Echo Rogers, Cube Master. Now, Echo, no?
Is that on your business card?
It is now.
Why wouldn't it be?
Absolutely.
Lord of the
Cubes.
Cubes!
Yes. Why wouldn't it be?
Picasso, I'm the real cubist.